All right. Well, Paul here with St. Fiacre's Farm and Farmhouse Teas. And I'm getting ready to dehydrate some Aronia berries. We get these Aronia berries here in Oregon from a place called Mount Hope Farms. And so we're just going to show you the process and talk a little bit about dehydrating these and including them in our tea and what teas we put them in. So we're going to break open this box and we'll get started on putting them on trays so we can load them in the dehydrator. Here we go. Okay, we're back with our Aronia project. We're dehydrating Aronias for some of our teas, and we're thinking that they're done, and we're here to check them out and see what they look like. So we're just going to kind of go through the trays here and take a look at the berries and make sure they look like they're done, and then we can go ahead and start taking them off the trays and getting ready to store them. We've been doing this for a little while, so I kind of know what I'm looking for. And since we're putting these in tea, we dry them pretty dry. They're pretty crispy. So I'm just looking mainly to see that they're good and hard, and they are. They're nice and hard. I don't want them to be like mushy or gooey. If you don't get them dry enough, they'll be gooey, which might be fine if they're like a raisin or something, and you're using them as a raisin, but since they're going in tea, we don't want any gooiness, or we just end up with big blobs of herbs and stuff stuck to the berries. So I just randomly pick some trays, check them all out, and just kind of scan for anything that might look wrong. Usually you can tell pretty easily after you've done this a few times if you see a berry that didn't quite get dried. It'll look different than the others. And so I just check each tray that I pull out to see if I see anything like that. And I'll usually go through like half a dozen trays. If I don't see anything that doesn't look right, then I assume that they're all done and we're ready to go. And it looks to me like we're ready to go. Okay, we're now removing our Aronia berries from the trays, and this can be kind of fun because the juice gets really sticky, so they stick kind of hard to the tray. We did a video here recently of the same process we're doing now, except it was with cranberries, and the cranberries are a lot less sticky, as one might expect, and they also dehydrate a lot quicker because the cranberries that we're using are sliced. We kind of touch on that briefly in our video on cranberries. We'll leave a link for that video below, so you can check that out if you want. But the Aronia berries take a lot longer. The dehydrator has to penetrate the skin of these berries, so I'd say it takes about twice as long to get the Aronia berries dehydrated as it does cranberries. We use these Aronia berries in several of our teas. Our most popular one that has Aronias in it is probably our barn raisin berry, but the oldest one that we have that's been around the longest is harvest berry tea. Also, we have a couple of seasonal Christmas teas that have Aronias in it, and we especially like the Aronia plumberry tea. That's a really good one. A lot of great flavors in that. So check those out if you're interested in trying out a tea with some Aronias in it. We get these Aronia berries from Mount Hope Farms here in Oregon, and I think we mentioned that earlier on the video. Mount Hope Farms also uses their Aronia berries in some jam that they make. that include the blackberry Aronia fruit spread, so check that out as well. Alright guys, we got all of our Aronias off the trays and into the bowl here. Now we're just going to bag them up, and that will conclude our Aronia project. Last couple of weeks we've done a couple of videos here on dehydrating some fruit up here in the tea studio. But next week we're going to head out to the greenhouse. Now is the time to get started with the gardening things in the spring. So that'll be coming next week. So watch for that one. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll keep turning out some videos, and you can like it, make some comments below, let us know what you think. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us on the farm.